Mega here. I'm using my regen throttle. Oh, I got my regen throttle. I'm happy, guys. Anyway, so here I am on my Sauron Lightbeat with the EBMX X-9000 controller on it. We're running EBMX X-9000 with the Litespeed 30 amp hour battery. Why did I choose the smaller battery? Well, because I've been having problems with it. So today is a torture test day, guys. We're gonna go right up the Sierra Hill Climb and back down, and then go back, and I'm gonna do a burnout. So because I'm gonna change these tires. So I am riding with my racing slicks. I'm gonna get ready to change them out. So it's like I've just been riding around with them. You know, I'm just wearing them out. So they're already worn out. So yeah, it's not ideal traction, but hey, I'll take it. The rear is worn out pretty bad. Okay, here we go. All right, we've got, it says we've got 80% charge. I don't know why. I remember I charged the battery all the way, so hopefully we got enough to make it up there. If we can make it up there, we'll be fine. All right. All right, we're doing 45 miles an hour up here, easily. Let's go wide open. We're hitting 256 phase amps. 50 miles an hour going up the hill. Hayes does not condone breaking speed limits. Okay, this guy wants to do a U-turn right when we're coming by. Alright, that's wide open. It's not as powerful as I thought it would be. I'm rolling off. We're going to get on the regen a little bit. Regen throttle. Oh, I love it. Oh, the tires are sticky. So another thing is I'm testing out the suspension. I have the Moto Extended Swing Arm. There's San Jose, guys. So he's just taking a walk up here. But I have the Moto Extended Swing Arm, and it should be a lot more stable. And I just had my Vonkat TenFive shock rebuilt. All right, and this is our shakedown ride, because we got a race this weekend. It's a flat track race, but you know, I want to make sure how the bike handles this torture. It's very stiff, guys. I just installed a 525-pound spring on this. Look, a little bit of wheelie. Usually it would wheelie there more, but we have the wider swing arm now. I mean, the longer wheelie. Okay, rolling off, just coasting into the corner. Woo! Backsliding around a little bit. Remember, this is not a racetrack, guys, but Hayes Mega's kind of treating it as one today. Wide open, wide open. So I've got the settings at, oh my God, it grips so good. These slicks are awesome, guys. I've got, we've got it set to 17 kilowatts, guys, a lot of power. For a flat track race, I want a lot of power. Make sure there's nobody around the corner here. Okay, good. Front seems to be handling the bumps fine. I felt the front bounce a little bit, or like shake a little bit there, but woo, man, the power! Feel it kick in. All right, 17 kilowatts, 800 phase amps. Great. Brake. It's real slippery here. Wide open. Let off. Brake a little bit. Push it in. Nice. I haven't used the mechanical brakes one bit. We're just using the regen. We'll probably use the regen a lot more on the way down. Woo! So this is a torture test to see how if the controller and the battery can handle this. There's no doubt that in my mind that the controller can handle it, but can the battery handle it? All right. But I did this when I first got the Moto controller. Very good. Wide open, wide open. I don't know how fast I'm going, can't pay attention. I did bring my gauge with me, guys, if you guys want to see. We're doing about 50 going up here. Speed limit undisclosed. We're wide open, and yeah, it's not accelerating anymore, but it's doing 50 going up this steep hill. All right, regen, pitching in the turn. Wide open. I feel like I wish I had more power still. We're gonna go up here into redshift later and test the suspension on the redshift also. Alright, that's wide open. We're going up a steep, very steep hill, 55 miles an hour. It says now it's running out of power actually going up the hill. I am actually not very impressed with this controller. But maybe it could be because the battery is maxed out, man. It's trying to save the battery. We're at 60-something volts under wide open throttle, guys, so yeah, the voltage sag is very bad on the battery. That's why we're not going very fast, guys. I saw we're hitting 60 volts going up. All right, well, there we go. We made it up here. There was no traffic. It was a great ride. Hopefully the Rangers aren't here. They don't like me parking here, so I like to park over here. Okay, guys, we made it up here. I can't tell you how fast we're doing 50s up here, so it did not feel super fast, guys, but it is fast enough to get up here pretty fast. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. So we didn't really hit the regen all that much. Motor temp is 185 Fahrenheit according to this. Let me save this. Controller temp is 71 Fahrenheit, guys. It didn't even break a sweat. Also, it's very cold right now, guys. It's gotta be in like the 60s right now. It's cold. All right. So I'm gonna go. Yeah, let me feel the controller. Also, my controller walls. Oh, he didn't even break a sweat, dude. Look at that. The controller's not hot at all, dude. Didn't even break a sweat coming up here. All right. So what this controller does good is what I've noticed is when the controller is its management of the voltage is very good. All right, I feel that the KO is just doesn't really care what the battery does, you know. So what it was doing is limiting the power going up the hill. All right, guys. The voltage sag was a lot. I saw we were hitting like 60 volts coming up. All right, wide open throttle. That's a lot of load on the battery. And that's why we can't go very fast. If we had a battery that was bigger, more capacity that can take a punch, you know, take a hit more than this little battery, man. We could maintain that performance longer. So that's why Hazy is trying to get a new battery, man. I'm trying to get one of these new racing batteries. This battery is fast, but the question is how long will it be fast? Okay. So now another thing is I can't check how hot the motor is. I can put my hand on the motor. Alright, and that's not hot at all. It's warm, but it's not hot. Okay, guys, so I'll just put my hand on the side of the motor right there. Alright, there's the KO swing arm where we're testing that out. Very stable going up the hill, man. I was getting some chatter on the front, but the back, no. Maybe I might want to play around with the suspension settings in the front now. I think now that the rear is really good, the rear is really stiff and everything, I feel like the front is having trouble keeping up with the rear now. So I have to find the settings for the front. I feel the front is like it's working harder now that the rear is working properly. So if you get what I mean, that's just you know, that's just my thoughts right there. Okay, I'm gonna take a couple pictures and then we'll head out and out. All right. One thing I don't like. Oh, look at that! It says we're at 59% charge already, man. It ate up a lot. We were like at 80 something, right? So we ate about, yeah, that sounds about right. 20%, 15%. It's cold too, so the performance of the lithium-ion batteries when it's cold isn't very, you know, it's not super dupery cold, but yeah. Well, it didn't overheat, so all right. See you guys in a bit. All right, guys, we're gonna head on down. All right, like I mentioned, we're at 60%, 74.5 volts. This is 73.8 here. Ow! Damn it! Hit that piece of wood thing. All right. Hopefully you guys can see the thing. I can hear the the drivetrain making noise now. I've only taken this to the track once, and then up here, it's already making noise. Hopefully this thing will hang in there. Alright, we're gonna go back down. Alright, usually I would take a cruise over there, but I got other things to do today, guys. So hopefully you guys can see the gauge. Alright. Alright, we're going down. Oh my god. It's fast. Hopefully I got all the dampening settings all right. I feel like the rear is good. It's not really, you know, no drama. The front, I feel, is where the drama's at. Alright, I'm just coasting down. I can do that because I have, oh, squirrel, squirrel, squirrel. I have a regen throttle, guys, so I can let it coast if I want it to. Alright, I've got my finger hovering over the front brake. The way I brake with regen throttle is if I need a lot of brakes, I do front brake. I'm just going to coast into this. Alright, regen, 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 regen. Alright, going downhill, the bike is a lot less stressed. We're hitting 55 going down this. Pretty much the same as we did going up it. We should be able to go faster, right? 62, okay, what? Regen, 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 regen. Control your speed with the regen. Oh, hit a bug. Regen, regen, brake, 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 front brake, front brake, front brake. Woo! Front brake, front brake, front brake, regen, regen, regen. Wide open, wide open. Okay. I was hoping the regen would be stronger than this, but we are going downhill. Regen, regen, regen a little bit. So that's what I like about the regen throttle. You can fine tune it. Woo! Arms are getting tired. Alright, we're going to have to brake hard here. Front brake, regen, 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 front brake, front brake, front brake. Okay, very good. If I need to brake, slow down faster, we use the regen with the front brake. Alright, right here. Front brake, regen, regen, regen. Okay, let it coast. Very good. Man, it handled that nicely. I don't like going around that turn because it's kind of dirty. I was expecting me to slip, but hey, I got the slicks today. Back is chattering a little bit. Okay. Front brake, regen, 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 regen. Okay, good. Front brake's working good. Okay, letting it coast. Down the throttle. Regen, 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 regen. Okay. Letting it coast again. Alright, regen, 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 regen. A little bit, little bit, little bit. Alright, here I want to regen and front brake. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Okay. Pitch it in. Okay, I'm letting it coast. Regen, 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 regen. Sound like a broken record, right? Alright, regen, 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 regen. Pitch it in. Full throttle. There you go. Alright, this guy is walking up here. Alright, I want to regen right here. The regen's not strong enough. It's not as strong as it was. I'm at a 100% regen, guys. Woo! Wheelie! Regen, 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 regen. Alright, regen. I feel like the regen is actually stronger on the KO controller. Bumpy there, but it handled it well. The suspension is good, man. The suspension tracks well. Alright, I'll just do regen a little bit going down, okay? If I don't want to use the regen, I don't have to, guys. I can use the mechanical brakes too. I got choices. I feel like I want to move the regen down a little bit, man. I don't know. Yeah, so it kind of forces you to use grip the bar a weird way. Okay, we're going to go front brake, regen, regen all the way. Pitch it in. Oh, right open! Nice. Like true supermoto, man. Point and shoot. Okay, now we're just gonna wide open here, and then just roll down the rest of the way. Okay, no regen. We're just coasting. That's what I like. Whenever I want to coast, I can coast. You know. Whenever I want to use the regen, I use the regen. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Using the regen it gets you more of a workout, man, because you got to grip the bar in a weird way. So Hazelmega has to get used to that again. I've been riding without regen for a while, you know. So we've got 48%. Yeah. Okay, I think that's definitely enough to make it back. So I think if we were to do the whole loop, we wouldn't have made it. So it's eating up a lot of power at 17. What were we at? 16 or 17 kilowatts at 800 face amps. Yeah, that's a lot of power, guys. All right, it's demanding a lot from the battery, is what that is. And well, you know what? As you can see, not a hiccup. I didn't install, no cutouts, nothing. So I say that's a successful test. I think we're ready to go racing this weekend. I wish it was a little more power. I wish the power was more sudden. Let's do a launch. Okay, if you guys are wondering, controller temp 67 degrees Fahrenheit, even lower than before. Motor temp is 131 Fahrenheit. You know what? I think the motor can get like 200 degrees or something. It can get pretty hot, so that's nothing, guys. So it didn't even break a sweat. All right, the motor and controller are fine. All right, actually I didn't check how hot the battery got. Let's do that real quick since we're at the bottom. We should have done that at the top, man. That's when it's the most stressed out. I actually do have an app for this to check that. Let's check it real quick. Oh, well, sorry guys. My phone crashed. I can't check how hot the battery got, but obviously it didn't get hot enough to shut off. All right. I'm not gonna lie, we pretty much pinned it most of the way going up. The drivetrain feels kinda like doo-doo. I think I need to go check the chain again. Let's check the chain. I'm running double master links, guys. I didn't want to do that, but kinda had to. I will definitely RTV one of them, you know, or glue them. Okay, so that's pretty much it, guys. So here's my thoughts. Boy, it's fast. It's fast, but I feel like it could be faster. I wish it was a little faster, man, but I don't think we can push it anymore because the battery not happy. All right, I think we're severely limited by the performance of the battery. We need a better battery if we want to go faster. Before it was like the controller was overheating all the time with the old BAC controller. That's what I want to say. But how does this compare to the KO controller? I get the feeling, I feel that the KO controller was more powerful. I don't know, I feel like, yeah, I felt like it was more powerful. I wasn't too impressed with its performance going up that hill. That's what I want to say. I feel like but it could be because I have the longer swing arm too. The bike feels much more stable than it did before, okay? So I won't talk about the swing arm now. The swing arm is awesome, guys. The suspension is super stiff and the bike is tall. Yeah, it's pretty tall. It's kind of hard for me to ride it, is what I'm going to say. Oh my god, I'm going to stuck at this light again. Oh my god, boy. It's like, there's kind of like a delay in the throttle. I won't try that again. Let me see. Let's do it right here. Alright, I'm going to do a launch. Alright. 1, 2, 3, go! Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! I feel like the front gets light. Yeah, I can feel the front get light. Yeah, dude, it hauls, man. So, whoa, that guy did not stop at the stop sign, bro. Supposed to stop. 1, 2, 3, go, right? Oh my god. Yeah, it goes. It goes and the front doesn't go up. So that's one thing about this KO swing arm that's nice, man. It goes and it doesn't want to go up. It just goes straight. So it's definitely, for drag racing, this would be awesome, you know. I have not taken it on like a motocross course or anything yet. All right, guys. I think, well, it adds 50 millimeters, all right, or 5 centimeters. I don't know how many inches that is, man. That's like 3 inches, something around there. To your wheelbase, all right. So the bike is much more stable. I felt the rear was very stable going up. I didn't feel it, you know, unstable. Usually I get the back kicks out on this bike. Oh my god, it's so fast. Oh my god, it's a beast. On flat ground, it's a beast, guys. What can I say? Yeah. Oh, my phone crashed. I don't know what happened, man. Anyway, so I do have another gauge right here. It says I'm going 30 miles an hour. Oh, yeah, we did go, we went 12 miles, guys. 12 miles, and then we got, see, this thing, I like this little gauge, man. That's the one thing I didn't like about the KO Moto. It doesn't have its own gauge, so you can't tell all your stuff. But I can tell most of my stuff using this egg grinder here. It's 70.3 volts we're at right now. That's a little less than half, okay, is what I'd say. It says we got 1 bar on the battery, and we've gone 12.1 miles. I did reset it when I left the house a little bit, so we're probably more than 12.5 miles. This battery should get 30 miles, but we were ripping it, guys, so. Oh my God, dude! Just a little bit of throttle goes a long way. That's at 800 phase amps, guys. Yeah, dude, it's ripping, dude. I cannot wait to go racing with this. It'll be awesome, dude. I'm just gonna go right here. Woo! Jeez, man. It is fast. I have to get the battery wall fixed on this. The battery wall, the brackets broke on the side, so the controller can flop forward, and it could hit the swing arm. Oh, I hope I don't get a flat tire. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm going to change these tires today anyway, so. Well, you guys want to rip it? Let's rip it. Oh, I don't think we're going to be able to rip it going through that, though. I don't know. We're low on charge. I don't think it's a good idea to rip it. Guys, I don't think it's a good idea. Oh my God. It's very fast initially. It's very fast on takeoff, but then the power kind of tapers off a bit. It's an just guzzling power. We're doing about 55 right now. I don't see how I could be doing 55 when I'm following traffic, man. These guys are going way too fast. All right, brake, regen. The regen is not strong enough, man. Yeah, one thing I'm kind of disappointed is the regen is not that strong. I don't know. We'll see when we ride it off road. We got plenty of traction right now, but I feel like if I needed to slow down a lot, let's try this. All right, we're going. Okay, I don't condemn speeding in the neighborhood, guys, but all right, brake. That's okay. That's just barely enough, man. I feel it's barely enough. In race situation, it's barely enough. All right. All right, try it again. Oh, whoa! I locked the rear. Man, all right. Full regen. Yep, look at that. It was enough to stop it. All right. Oh, the bike cut out. We're hitting low voltage cutoff, guys. That's what that is. Yeah, his has been ripping on it, man. So yeah, dude, this thing, it guzzles energy, guys. With this much power, yeah, you're gonna need a bigger battery, man. You're gonna need a bigger battery. Okay, we did 14 miles, and we have 36%, 68.7 volts. I'd say you might be able to squeak out 5 miles if you took it easy with that. Okay, guys, so maybe 20 miles. But yeah, it's at 14 miles we rode, all right? Maybe a little more than that. Let's say 14.5. And we're at like 37%. It guzzles power, okay, guys, at this setting. But it's not a big deal. We're racing a short flat track race this weekend. Normally Hayes Omega will run 15.5, but I wanted to try 17 for the flat track race because I need a lot of power for a short amount of time. So it's not going to matter, is what I say, all right? So, yeah, no skipping. I had a little skip. I hit a low voltage cutoff, all right? Ripping it going down the block. But, yeah, dude, it rips, man. All right, I'm going to do a burnout video now. because it's time to change these tires. But there it is, guys. So we're on Litespeed with EBMX X-9000 and Litespeed 30 amp hour battery. You can really see how antiquated the Litespeed bike's battery is now. Okay, guys, there's better batteries out there now. With these power levels that we're pulling, it would be nice to have more battery capacity, guys. If you have more battery capacity, the battery takes less of a hit, a voltage drop. All right. Well, we're getting like mad voltage drops. We're dipping into like 60 volts, close to low voltage cutoff. All right. Yeah, you absolutely don't want to be ripping it with a low battery. All right. Yeah. I would even say, like, if you were gonna, if you needed to go far, don't thing it, don't run it in race mode. All right. So that's another nice thing about the X9000 is I have different modes I can put it in. I ran it in race mode 3 the whole time. All right. Race mode 3 is at 17 kilowatts and the 800 phase amps I was talking about. Dude, it goes. On initial, when you crack that throttle open. From, you're just sitting there, it just takes off like a rocket, all right? But however, the power kind of tapers off. I think that's when the voltage drops, and then it just, it can't maintain that. That's what I want to say. But yeah, so that was a torture test, guys. These are settings I normally wouldn't run, okay? And honestly, I felt like it should go faster. I felt like I wanted more power. However, I have the longer swing arm. It makes the bike feel much more stable. It makes the bike feel safe, all right? So you can push it harder. So yeah, we've definitely pushed the envelope of the Litespeed right here, okay? It definitely feels much more safer than it used to be, all right? Man, it looks like the valve stem is moving on this. It's that awesome torque, man. Yeah. Alright, we're going to have a burnout video soon, so hope you guys will enjoy that. Alright, thanks for watching. So that was the Sierra Road hill climb and downhill torture test. Alright, I do it for every time I get a new controller or battery or whatever. That's where we go and we take it to test, okay? I did it with the KO controller. This one, how does it stack up to the KO? Honestly, they're very similar. They're comparable, guys. The KO factory spec controller, it didn't even break a sweat, doing what we did. And the EBMX controller didn't even break a sweat. It is excellent, man. Compared to that old BAC 2000 and 4000, this is on a different level, guys. That's what I want to say. All right, if you're racing, this is what you want, all right, guys? However, you need the battery to, support it, and this battery is barely enough. All right, we definitely have to turn the power down. Definitely around 15 kilowatts is ideally what we want to run if we want decent endurance and power. Okay, right now I have it set up for just power. All right, we could probably extract more power out of it. So when you're torture testing, guys. We want to do the maximum settings, all right? The most it'll do. And now, I'm not going to lie, I didn't do the most, all right? I want it to be reliable, all right? What you want to do is you want to push the envelope, all right? Push it until it starts to fail, or, you notice something, it stutters or whatever, and then back off a little bit for reliability, okay? We did not reach that, okay, guys? It was pretty safe, is what I'm going to say still. We could have pushed it harder, and then maybe the BMS would say, dead, So, but it was good. All right, that's what I'm gonna say. It was reliable, and it was a decent amount of power. Okay, I feel like I kind of want more power, guys, but I just, Hayes Mega's perception of speed is messed up. All right. Okay, thanks for watching. Hayes Mega out.